It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter-Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Throws to the back. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Williams will pass. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Carr. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Card in the backfield. It's Gibson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on second and inches. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. The inside handoff. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
He's got it on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Gibson. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Going to the run, it's Gibson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Coming out with it, it's Burks. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Williams looking for a man. Throwing right. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Got a little space. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He'll pull it on the read. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
At the 47, number 96 in punt formation to kick it away.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick completion on the out. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out from the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. And off to Jones. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, what a move. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives him that home run ability too.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The short hands, it's Carr. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
On the ground, it's Gibson. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Throws to the wideout. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. He's got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, Dave.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got it in the middle, it's Lofton. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The running back has it. Passes, takes in, still on his feet. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. NC State will kick off the start things here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Off play action. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Using his legs, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Just refused to go down. Did you see him break all those tackles? That was unbelievable. You saw the power and the speed, but also just the will and desire to make those guys miss. That's impressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Catch in the middle, it's Carr. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Williams looking for a man. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Canes line up to punt it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And off Jones. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Williams will pass. They've got the screen set up. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on?
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Williams looking for a man. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Finds a man on the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Motion from the back. Williams will pass. Flips it out to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll set up to throw. Big guy smells it. And they will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Quarterback adapting. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pulls and fires complete. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Williams looking for a man. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. to the line and get set. To the air on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.